John Rojak was a member of the Les Mis Orchestra for the musical's 16-year run on Broadway, but the bass trombonist counts his more than 2 decades with American Brass Quintet as his proudest professional accomplishment. PreViews writer Jennifer Pensick speaks with Rojak about his career as a musician and how he joined the quintet. He also discusses the importance of performing for audiences of all ages and reaching out to listeners beyond the concert hall.
What can the audience expect from the performance that night?
Well, they should expect to hear, and I hope will provide, some beautiful, perhaps exciting, and perhaps stimulating brass music.
I know when the American Brass Quintet is here, you'll actually be part of the Center for the Performing Arts Classical Music Project.
Outreach is essential, and having a residency is so much more gratifying, I think, from both sides, from our side and from the audience side, that we don't come in, play a concert, and leave, and not, just wave goodbye on our way to the airport. But we tend to make connections, and it's really nice to have these classes, and not only for music students or aspiring musicians, but for any sort of audience members and for any ages. And I know that when we used to play for smaller children, elementary school or even kindergartners, at first it wasn't the easiest thing for us to do, but over the years we've developed a way to connect with groups of any age. In fact, last spring we had an audience that had, I think, kids that were 3 years old and all the way through to senior citizens. I mean, every age was in the audience, and somehow using our own repertoire, which is music that's essentially specifically written for brass, we were able to have kind of a serious presentation, yet entertaining, and kept the kids interested, and the music students and the adults and everyone. So it's been great for us to have that feeling of accomplishment, that we can use our music to interest a very general audience, as well as a specific audience that's interested in serious brass chamber music.
The quintet was recently named the 2013 recipient of Chamber Music Society's highest honor, given for significant and lasting contribution to the field. How did that make you all feel?
We, of course, we're very honored, but it wasn't until the actual event that it really hit us as being an incredible, really huge honor for us, and really nice that the concert where groups that had been either colleagues or students of ours played pieces that had some relevance to what we do was really moving. And the banquet, which we had been led to believe was going to have a brief, 5 or 10 minutes about us, turned to be completely about us. And all these esteemed colleagues, composers that had written for us, people that we'd known at Aspen and at Juilliard, and our residences, our ongoing residencies, gave speeches and just said the nicest things. It was really humbling and really wonderful, and made us feel that what we've been doing, which is what we would like to do, playing chamber music at the highest level we can, has been recognized, and that we've somehow made a certain impact.
You have been an American Brass Quintet member since 1991.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come to join the ensemble?
I wound up at school at Juilliard, and I was always interested in having a freelance career and a career in New York. And it included the regular kind of freelancing with the various orchestras and big bands and Broadway shows and recording and all that stuff. But I knew the members of the quintet, and I had my eyes on the group, and I had always been in chamber. I had always been active as a chamber musician, playing quintet and trombone quartets and all that sort of stuff. And then when Bob Biddlecombe, who was bass trombonist for 28 years, which at that time was a record for a chamber musician, I think, in a brass group, although now 3 of the current members have exceeded Bob's 28 years. When Bob retired from the group at the end of 1990, I took that audition more seriously than any other audition I'd ever taken, because it was really important for me to join the group and be part of that. And it sort of put a very beautiful anchor into my my career in New York, that I had this fantastic musical outlet.
I believe that you served as the bass trombonist for the 16-year run of Les Miserables on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
What was that experience like for you?
Broadway shows are really fantastic opportunities, especially the ones that run a long time. There's a very generous amount of flexibility in it. And in fact, I was in my, I guess, sort of the 4th year of the run of Les Mis when the Quintet opening came. And I was able to take leaves of absence to go on tour and to spend 9 weeks in Aspen in the summer away from the show. And whenever I came back, I had a job waiting for me for all those years. And that, too, was just an opportunity to be playing all the time. There's a certain amount of stability and consistency that comes with playing a show. Also, opportunities when you're not playing and you're sitting in the pit to take care of all your mail and your correspondence and paying your bills and stuff. That just gives you a kind of a nice routine that doesn't necessarily come with other aspects of freelance life.
American Brass Quintet performs music from the Renaissance through the 21st century in concert October 30th, 2013 at Penn State's Schwab Auditorium. For ticket information, visit cpa.psu.edu or phone 1-800-ARTS-TIX.